He was great.
Okay.
Oh, I like you doing the hair.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
This is what I always tried to do.
Mm.
Except this time it was cut shorter.
That might be the difference. I was
Yeah.
like, something's different.
Yeah.
I noticed, I think. I hope.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
No one else in the chat did, so
Oh,
I appreciate it.
That's nice. I like what you
Oh, but hey, Kristoff, what are we talking about today?
Hi.
Blah, blah, blah,
We're talking today about a lovely little indie film.
Indie
A
film?
little small flick. It came out this past weekend.
Would have totally just missed under your radar.
Yeah, you know, really, like hopefully there's a theater nearby.
Mm-hmm.
You could have caught this little film.
Shout out to those indie films.
You know what I'm saying? It's a dying art, but you know, it's still...
Yeah, just very small budget, but it's just like the message gets
But
across.
wow, it was something. The message, you know, the message.
It's Spider-Man.
Oh,
It's Spider-Man Far From Home.
Midsummer. Oh, yeah.
What are your thoughts, Kristoff?
Overall, start the basic question. Yo, it was dope. It was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, really good. I saw mad people hype. We saw it a little late, even though it was technically on time, because technically it was an original release date. But then Marvel didn't want to fight with Stranger Things, so they moved the release date to Tuesday.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Fun fact.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, couldn't miss
And
it over the weekend.
considering like the graphical stuff that was involved in the movie,
yeah,
I would say like that's kind of like within Stranger Things realm almost,
mm-hmm.
except for the fact that it was all just kind of fake. But that's aside from.
Listen, is it any of it real?
Yes.
Oh. There you
Are you saying that Stan Lee isn't real?
I mean, is he though? I've never seen him.
So, actually, I was concerned about this one because of the whole plot just being about him going to like Europe.
Yeah.
And
pre-Endgame's time, I was like, it was weird. And then post-Endgame, it was like, oh, this is really weird.
Super real.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about like what's been happening and how they're going to like catch up with the events, especially with the snap, or in which case, this case they call it
the blip.
The blip.
Oh, come on! Y'all had 5 years to come up with a dope name. All they could come up with was the blip.
The best thing though was just trying to illustrate what happens to the people 5 years later when they get blipped back.
That was funny. What crazy implications, but super funny. Spoiler film talk.
I mean, we'll definitely talk to spoilers, but I guess the whole blip thing is not too.
Oh, that's true.
drastic.
It's Endgame. It's expected. My
Right.
fault. Keep it going.
Well, first of all, it's great.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Oh, I think because of the implications of like what happened in Endgame,
Yeah.
there's much more of a struggle with Peter,
Yeah.
balancing between like high school life and being a superhero as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you see like the original Spider-Man stuff, it usually is just kind of all stuck in New York.
Yeah.
So even though it's still a hard thing to balance, he's still like there, and there's not a lot less pressure on him, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's Spider-Man's always Spider-Man.
Always Spider-Man.
Yeah, but this one just did a really good job with showing that he's still a teenager and he's still socially awkward, but he's also like, if he really hones it down, like he can be like I would say like he's one of the best superheroes out there right now.
Yeah.
Literally just like physically on Earth. So he's one of the
Off-World.
yeah, he's just physically like on Earth. I had to really like think about that.
Thor, D-Strange, whatever he's doing. That is true.
Yeah.
On Earth, he's probably like that's probably why Nick Fury must call upon him.
Yeah.
To help out. He's actually pretty strong. Pretty sick.
I'm glad that Fury has much more of a role in this film.
Pretty solid role. Yeah, pretty prominent role. I didn't expect him. Also, Maria Hill, shout out.
Hey,
always good. Always a good time when I'm seeing those two.
I did talk about like the graphical work like involved,
like the CGI, the VFX.
Yes.
Oh, it looks brilliant. Mad scenes in there that look super cool, super cool. Super cool.
You think that like after all the Endgame business, like you think like they would run out, but
or like, fam, how many studios do you need to like everyone was booked and busy with Endgame. Like, we got time for this one. Like,
how were they even filming between things?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The fact that they hit a lot of the stuff like later on the plot so well.
They did. I liked it.
And tangled it up with like, oh, this. Oh no, it's like before Endgame. Oh, it is after Endgame.
No, yeah, I thought too. I thought it'd be like in like right before you see him going for that bus. Nah, they really are like, this happened. This is a thing, and we're gonna move with it. Also, shout out to everyone in there on the movie for not spoiling what happens to Tony at the end of Endgame.
Oh yeah,
because the whole film is based off of pretty much, or like the events, like a lot of motivations were fueled from that. So that's why it's like, hey, shout out to everyone for like keeping it under wraps.
Yeah, I feel that maybe, I don't know. It's just that Endgame feels like it's been in theaters for a long time, and that was even before they extended it with an extended cut. Did you ever see the extended cut?
I didn't. I'm such a fake Marvel fan. They did it. I didn't go to watch it.
Don't worry. It's just like 6 extra minutes.
End credit scenes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still have not seen Endgame since the premiere night.
Really?
That's how you really know I'm like off of it.
You're off world.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a lot of shows that you keep in touch with, so I mean, like,
I do.
That's so, I mean, like, that's just you. So you do you.
I will do it.
Okay. I'm glad we had the discussion. Thank you guys so much. No.
Oh, what else can we talk about? Something that I really liked in Homecoming. I had my big gripe with the film was the fact that Peter didn't really feel like Peter, and the fact that Spider-Man and Peter Parker is never like, nothing's ever perfect. Like he's always had to like struggle to make hard choices, and like he has to lose a lot of things in order to be Spider-Man and help people. Yeah. Like in Spider-Man the video game. Spoilers for the PS4 game. It's a plot. It's a missions based off of it, so I'll talk about it. Okay. So in that game, Peter has to choose between a high-paying job at Oscorp or working for Doc Ock.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Doc Ock
later.
No, not that. Not that. No. But like he has to choose. But he chooses the low-paying job with Dr. Octavius.
That's true.
Right, and struggles to like make rent. And then eventually the game he's straight up evicted, and he's homeless.
Yeah, he is.
Spider-Man he's out here saving the day, doing a thing, but he is also homeless. Like after a certain point in time, he does not have a home anymore. Peter's sleeping in the streets.
I swear that guy goes on like for only 40. He goes like 48 hours just straight doing things.
After the New York goes to all hell break loose.
Until he finds like some kind of corner building. He's like,
let me just take a second. Out for a cool 12 hours. Easy.
He webs himself.
Yeah, a little blanket. Keep him warm at night.
Why do I want to kind of like see an illustration of him just like upside down, just wrap himself?
That'd be cute. Fan artists. Get on that.
Oh, but sacrifice and everything.
Yeah, so that's like the big basis behind Spider-Man as a character. Also, in Spider-Verse, every one of the Spider people has had loss in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like they like have to choose. They have to sacrifice like the things in their life for the greater good. In Homecoming, Peter doesn't really have to make any big sacrifices. Like things kind of work out for the most part. Like he accidentally blows up a corner store. Kind of just brushes off from that. He like screws up and like the Washington Monument gets attacked. Because of his negligence, but then kind of shake it off from that. But in this one, there's actually like he has to actually make the hard choices, there's the hard implications with his actions and all that. And I really liked how they had that gravitas to his character. I really liked that.
And I think that with Homecoming, it was weighed in with the fact that like Peter was trying to live up to something versus, I guess like in previous iterations, like he's always trying to uphold like the ideology that like Ben was always giving him. But in this one, it was more like, I want to prove to Tony that I'm a good superhero.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's definitely like he's on his own. Yeah. And
he has to prove to everyone that he's as good as the legacy of Iron Man. And not even Iron Man himself.
Yeah, and meanwhile, he's still, again, he's balancing high school life. And, oh man, I'll talk about it in the spoiler bits, but I just love how well they were able to, like, maintain like the high school identity, so much so that I felt like I cringed for him.
Mad cringy parts of this movie.
Yeah.
Not bad cringy, but just like 16-year-old child
ooh.
trying to do things. It's like,
yeah, it's tough. But I never had that type of body, so I mean, like,
No, he's. What I love about Tom Holland and his performance is that like he looks like a pretty cool dude, but for some reason, like how he plays Peter Parker, I can see the like scrawny, poor eye-sighted kid like in him. You know what I'm saying? Like I still get that feel for that person whenever I look at him, which is really shout out to Tom Holland.
I think he just does a really good job. Like just what's the word? Puts in the character. Yeah, high school character.
Yeah, like he really portrays, especially Peter Parker specifically.
Yeah.
Also, I think this movie kind of ends the discussion between who's the best Peter Parker. In my opinion, I don't think it's a debate anymore. Because after this movie, like the things that this was, I think, I'm gonna go out and say that I think this is the best live action Spider-Man movie ever made.
Really?
I think this is the best live action. I think this tops Spider-Man 2 for me.
I'll have to like rewind like the old Spider-Man films, but pretty much, yeah. No, like just simply from like the CGI perspective, like everything about that was
like
great.
CGI, like character performances. Jake Gyllenhaal kills it.
Yes.
Yo, like across the board, I'm seeing great. Everyone was like, the only thing I can understand how people will disagree with me heavy, because there's a lot of jokey jokes in this movie, a lot of humor.
I feel like it's appropriate though.
Yeah. But so some people may not be their taste, and I'll get. I will understand. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I understand. You don't gotta tell me how I'm Boo Boo the Fool. You know what I'm saying? For having even an inkling of this thought. But that's just how I feel. I think it's the best one because I think the villain was great. Peter was great. He was top. Actors are at the top. Were playing at the top of the game. Even the corny high school romance stuff. That was in
it was spot on.
It was good. You know what I'm saying? It would fit. It would fit really well, and I liked it. Well, I mean, what I gotta say? What else I gotta say?
I also have to agree with you too.
Yeah.
Because even though like Spider-Man 2 is up there.
It was really good.
Up there. But even though as cool as that slow motion shot of the car crashing into the coffee shop back in Spider-Man 2,
sick.
It's just like there's so much in this movie that just tops that even more so. It's like, oof.
Yeah. I'm really glad. Oh, I was about to say I'm really glad they've never reused the Spider-Man villain, but they have. It's Amazing Spider-Man, but that's besides the point. But I'm really glad that Spider-Man is finally getting Mysterio as like a villain. Like they're actually getting deep into the rosters as like using these characters. It's really sick.
Yeah.
I really like how they're using these characters.
So what would you rate this? You can give yourself any type of rating system.
Well, this is the 23rd film in the MCU.
Really? Okay.
So out of 23...
But I'm not counting.
But you're not counting?
No, I'm not counting.
Okay, fair enough. 1. Give it 21.
That seems fair.
Yeah. Or 9 out of 10 for those.
Yeah, I'll give it a 20. Just like a point lower. Because I know, like... There's gonna be another. Well, I'm also like influenced by Spider-Verse, which was like phenomenal.
Spider-Verse was. Oh no, that's the top. No, that's the top. That's the cream. That's why I said live action. That's why I specified live action. But and Spider-Verse is that what up danger scene. Oh come on, on, yo, that's big. That's like the biggest superhero moment I've had since I was like a kid. That was great.
So yeah, I'll still take it with 20 out of 23.
23?
Yeah, so it's
call it 8.8 out of 10.
Sure. It's good. Yeah. It's like really good.
It's a really good time. Like you're like if you're this deep in the Marvel films and you've liked it so far, this will be right up your alley. It'll also give you a little something extra with the good character work and like story and plot wise.
And I feel like with the way that you kind of want to know, like, what happens after Endgame, like they'll give you an idea of it. Yeah,
they'll give you an idea. You'll definitely be out there in the parking lot talking about like, yo, wait a minute, if this happened, then wait, what about when this? Yeah, you'll definitely be doing those moments.
But it doesn't give you enough.
It does not give a whole lot because we got to move on with the plot. You know what I'm saying? At the big, I will say the beginning of the film felt a little like. Like, it's not until I'd say Mysterio first shows up where I'm, like, finally like, oh, let's get it going. I'm really, like, on board with the film.
Right, because I felt like the beginning, at the very least, was kind of like a bit slow because it was all just trying to transition everyone into like going to Europe.
Yeah, it was like a quick turnover. Also, a lot of shots in the trailer that I know we didn't see.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like him just swinging in the city and then
or like getting his passport, stuff
right.
like that, which is fine. Apparently, they're gonna release that as a DVD extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. So yeah, I have to say it again. Still can't really recommend these movies without watching everything beforehand.
Easily. Oh, this one easily.
You just have to be there. Otherwise, it's kind of hard. You might slip up a little bit. It's like running on ice.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. You're. It's literally just trying to like hop onto ice and start running.
Yeah, it's kind of
versus just already starting from the get go.
It's like trying to watch the season 4 premiere and be like, yo, what's this? You know
it's
what I'm
like
saying? Of a show.
It's like watching The Legend of Korra without watching Avatar. And you're like, who?
Whomstedative?
Well, you gotta do like the Snoop Dogg, like, who?
Who? I love that. Oh, great meme. Solid meme. But okay, so because of that beginning, I didn't think of the beginning for a second. So I'm gonna drop my score down out of 10 to like an 8.5. 8.5.
Fair.
I'll give it 8.5 because that beginning was like a little like
it's more like
we're just gonna kind of going.
Then when Ned does say, well, actually, spoilers.
We'll wait till after the spoiler.
Yeah, but it was at that moment I was like, plot intensifies.
Nani? Yeah, it was good, but yeah, it was a really good film. You're gonna like it. You'll be really surprised. Solid, good, dope things happen in this film.
Yeah, like I was really concerned because I remember that there was a YouTube video sometime beforehand. I'm not sure if it was just clickbait. It was probably clickbait, but they were saying like from superb to fair. That was kind of like the thumbnail for it. And I was like, oh, what? I didn't decide to watch it because like, yeah, it's whatever.
You're not gonna give reviews.
Yeah, so I was wondering if there's gonna be mixed reviews, but generally it's been.
It has at the time of watching last night, it had a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes. Metacritic gave it a 69.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah. It depends on who's watching it because it is. I believe this one's gonna be a little like more polarizing because the tone kind of switches from moment to moment.
This does, yeah. And I wonder if that's still the same thing. Like that might be the same similar thing going on with Captain Marvel when that first released, where the reviews were like kind of like off balance.
Yeah, it was either or. Like it was like a hard like difference. Yeah.
Yeah, but generally it was still positive.
Overall.
Yeah.
Positive, but it's like how positive. Yeah.
All right, so you want to just jump to the spoiler talk now?
I think so. I think we're ready because a lot of moments I want to talk about.
All right.
Pretty sick. Okay, now is the time.
All right, here's the hot take.
Wait, hold on. Spoiler alert. This is the spoiler
Huge
section.
Spoilers.
If you've not seen, pause the video, go out, watch the movie, then come back.
Okay, spoilers.
Last warning.
Getting hit by a fucking train.
Golly. My God. No, fam, we can't just jump right into the train. We're talking about the whole section. That was wild. He tricked... Was it... Okay, actually, I was a little confused. Did he actually assault Nick Fury?
He didn't.
Okay, so...
It was
so from all that way, it was fake.
Right.
It is nuts. He created the whole facility. Only thing he had was the stair they walked up. If you notice, when everything rippled away, all the stuff was that one staircase they walked up. And like it, Mysterio's good. Mysterio is a good villain.
Inception, eat your ass out.
Yeah, man.
Like
that was crazy. I knew from jump. You know what I'm saying? I saw Mysterio. I saw who Jake Gyllenhaal. You know, and at the beginning he's like, "Oh, I'm just a hero doing hero things," and I'm like. You don't get Jake Gyllenhaal to play just a regular old dude. He does that on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? He's not. You don't get him for that. You get him because you want someone a little weird, a little out there. And I really like the turn. I really like that turn. That moment was. I was shook, even though I knew it was gonna happen.
Right.
But you can't pull the wool over my eyes. I saw it.
So
I saw it coming.
So to kind of just build it up, so Jake Gyllenhaal's like Mysterio character is portrayed in the trailers and like in the beginning of the movie as like a superhero from a different like Earth.
Yeah.
and people have been theorizing that, and that's kind of a separate thing. But essentially, he's trying to fight these elementals.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much requested like Fury and like anyone else is available who would just end up being Spider-Man to help him out. And so the trailers have like done a good job like keeping him portrayed as a superhero. And it's funny because like when you go into like those YouTube videos where they go into the children's hospital and they like play as superheroes, I see Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm like, you motherfucker.
I like it. I like it a lot. I liked it. Where do I start? Let me start.
Okay. Okay.
A great moment, a great thing that I really liked about this film is they actually, I probably could have talked about this in spoiler free, but they made Peter smart. That's a great, because in the Homecoming, pretty much he has Tony there, he has like Ned there, and he has his AI. Like his AI calculates like during the ship when it was flipping apart, it like, oh, here's where you gotta hit, and like he just did what it told him to do. So you don't really get a grasp of how intelligent.
Yeah, okay.
Even though he made his own webbing, he made that. But like you don't really get to see him like in action be smart. And this one, the whole time he didn't have any AI in his suit while he was doing the action scenes, so he had to be smart the whole time. Like when he had to catch rubble falling in Venice, and he had to like actually calculate how to get everything away. Talk about quantum physics. With Quentin. Quentin. That was in like, oh, this dude's got it.
He's
like,
nerdy.
Yeah, he's smart. He is the smartest person in the room. That's great.
What was the AI's name called?
The first one was Karen.
Karen. I understand why they removed Karen from this one, but I also kind of wish they kept Karen.
But at least, did he wear his suit in the movie?
He did, yes. Like
he had the Infinity War suit.
He had the Infinity War like during the presentation.
Yeah.
And then when Nick Fury like goes and proceeds to get interrupted several other times.
Oh my god.
He says, "Put the damn suit on." And
that was so great.
Before he meets Quentin, he just has the suit on. And he takes off the mask.
Yeah, he has his regular suit on.
Yeah.
Also, so funny. I was expecting that scene to be much more serious.
Right.
In the trailer, the scene we're talking about, y'all know what we're talking about. The scene where he's...
It's after Ned gets knocked out.
Yeah. Nick Fury hates getting ghost. Do not ghost this man. He is pissed. You pick up that phone. Or he will run up in your house. And that's his move, isn't it? He always comes into your late at night in some chair on the opposite side of the room.
Or like right behind you.
Yeah, just behind you.
Yeah.
How he did in Winter Soldier. He did in Iron Man 1.
Did in Avengers 2, Age of Ultron.
He did. He loves sneaking up on people. He loves doing. That's his favorite thing. I hate it.
I think it's because he's so salty from Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Just like an entire like rage just underneath his nose.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't even trust his own like partner in crime.
This is 20 years ago. 30 years. Almost 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Because it's 2023 now in the MCU.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's so weird now. They're no longer aligned.
No longer lined up, timeline-wise.
But it should help out a lot when it comes to technological advances that they'll try to portray later on, I'm sure.
But were there technological advances? If half your world dusted?
But everyone just came back, though, right? And still considering, like, Tony's stuff is still Tony's stuff, still laying around.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's regular at this point.
For them,
I feel. Because I remember in some movie, he said that he took out New York City's power grid and replaced it with an arc reactor. He solved, like, global energy crisis. You don't gotta use none of those petrol or, like, the coal or frack the ground. No, forget none of that, dog. You go.
It's like, have we come up with that?
No.
Damn it.
Wow. Shout out to Stark.
We just need to create a new element.
Yeah, shout out to Stark. Start with
There's so much to unpack in this one.
There's a lot. Let's talk about the beginning. You got Peter.
He says Spider-Man like following after the events. People are asking him questions about like, is he gonna replace Iron Man or not?
Yeah, everybody's a Spider-Man at the conference. And now he's like plagued with the idea that like, oh, my second dad died and I don't know what to do. Also, we forgot Ben didn't do anything in this universe.
It seems like it.
It seems like Ben did nothing for this child growing up.
Except for like leaving that hard message. One of the quotes that he said in Civil War, which was like
oh, that's
you're given
right.
these powers,
yeah.
do nothing with them, and then the bad stuff happens.
Yeah, it's on
and it's
you.
all on you.
So he did that, but apparently that didn't stick as much as Tony freaking Stark
Yeah.
pulling up to your crib, making you his protege, his ward.
And then boom, you're an Avenger now.
Yeah, and then boom, you dusted. Oh, you're not anymore, and whoop, he did. Pretty quickly.
But at least he got a hug.
And now he just sees your pictures. Some amazing art everywhere. Really, just beautiful graffiti work.
Yeah, just
Honestly,
like I never thought about like the graffiti of like a full like Iron Man thing. Like,
it's pretty sick. And the one in I think it was Prague. There was like a picture of like it had Iron Man's mask, and then like in white underneath the mask, you saw like Tony's face.
Huh? I
It
didn't know.
was really well done.
Wow.
It was a blink and you miss it thing.
Oh, okay.
It was really good though.
Damn.
Shout out to that art. Shout out to Peter and his sad journey of just trying to relax, even though it's been 8 months.
Wait, has it really just been 8 months since he's been gone, or like?
No, 8 months since the end of Endgame.
So yeah, like following after that, it's
Mhm.
like, oh, that's a long time to really think about it.
It's 8 months.
I mean, like,
You had to restart the school year.
oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Just
messy. That is messy. Why?
Just as the kid said, like, that's not right.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
It's weird. That kid. I like how they're just casual. Like, yeah, we just got dusted. We were gone for 5 years.
I don't know. Like, I guess like it's just one of those like flings that just happens, and you're just like, well, that
It's been
happened.
8 months, so I think things kind of started to shuffle around.
Yeah. So people are using it as like a very coin similar term, blipped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was one of the people in the parking lot that were talking about like the implications of
Oh yeah.
bringing back all those people.
I mean, I was thinking more about like the earthquake that happened in between things.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was an experience.
That was an experience.
That was 4D.
Really, I really felt the fight scenes of that. I really felt it, and then all of a sudden the dialogue was like,
You mean the fight scene in which was MJ trying to figure out Spider-Man's identity?
Yeah, I was like, that's a little strong for this type of moment. Is it something about to happen, or? And then you saw a dude jump like 3 steps and then dipped. It's like, oh, wait a minute. But I did forget that scene. I don't remember what happened.
I don't remember what happened either. I think just a lot of dialogue stuff. It's fine.
A lot of dialogue. It's real character moments. Speaking of characters, I really liked MJ in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was definitely like kind of standoffish, like in the beginning.
As she, I mean, that's who she is. I think
I guess, but like in this one, she like started opening up more to Peter.
she did, and like it was like I actually saw her as like a character, but it's just like a weird face on the side. Also, but something I didn't understand. There's just one thing. Why we never really see how Peter goes from thinking she's like kind of annoying to like being
Right?
so into her.
Like,
What happened in those 8 months? Like,
well, he just spilled his milk and then she picked it up for him. Like,
yeah, I don't like, man. Like, I don't know what she like. Did she like give him like grab a handkerchief when he was about to sneeze?
and he was like,
Oh,
smells like you, with that heightened Spidey sense.
yeah. Wow. I don't know what caused that, but you just gotta assume something happened.
I don't know.
And he's not just like, oh, that's his dream girl right there.
I just keep thinking about like the meme insert where like it's from Homecoming where it's like, "What are you hiding, Peter?" And it zooms into Spider-Man and shows that clip of 2 Spider-Men like on the bed. Oh, but yeah, you're so right. Like it was one of those like, oh, okay, time moments.
It's like, oh, I get it. He read the script. He said, "Oh, I have a crush on him." All right, cool.
All right,
And
cool.
like, kind of, that's just what's happening. Like, that's just what we're doing.
I love the love triangle that was going on with
The dude who was a 11-year-old.
he upscaled his age.
Mm-hmm. That little boost. Also, something that I thought was crazy. What if Miles, because apparently Miles Morales exists in this world. It was confirmed in Homecoming. Did he? Oh, because
Where was that?
because what's his name? What's his name? What's his
Ned?
name?
Was it Ned?
Childish Gambino. Donald Glover.
Oh, that guy. He was the one who got like
Last name Davis.
Jefferson.
No.
Davis.
No, that's dad.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. Like what? Like, but Donald Glover's like character
was the brother.
Oh, he was the brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's his name?
I don't remember.
But you remember for Spider-Verse? That uncle? Uh.
I couldn't tell you. We'll have to like go into the archives, like wikis.
Uncle. I can hear him say it. I can't remember.
But okay, now
but yes,
yeah.
that's who the character played. Anthony Davis? No, that's a basketball player. Anyways,
in any case, okay, yeah.
Aaron. Oh, Aaron Davis. Uncle Aaron. Yes, he played Aaron Davis, and he said, "Yo, I got a nephew who lives in town, and the nephew's gonna be like 11. So if he if he didn't snap, he's now a 16-year-old. But we didn't see it, so there's no confirmation. This is just me spitballing.
But yeah, okay, I can see it.
But that'd be cool.
I can see
also, how do you even begin? Yo, how many insurance companies went out of business because of the snap? Because of the settlements they had to give out? Because half the world died and they got to pay off the life insurance?
I don't think about that.
I did.
That's a lot of retroactive, like, backtracking. And
yes.
Especially when they get, like, snapped back.
Yes.
It's like, how do you, like...
Do you have to give back the life insurance money? Also, the video showed us that when you snap back to the exact spot you snapped in.
Yes.
All people who are on a plane
are up there. It's like the one, was it Iron Man 3 scene?
Yeah.
Just like without Iron Man.
But no Iron Man there. And mad people just like around the world.
I like to think that was used for comedic purposes, but also
mad implications. Crazy implications. Just like the movie, we'll breeze right past it. We'll breeze right.
Europe.
Not give a second thought. Aunt May.
Whatever she was doing, she got snapped too.
She did, so she's just cool. She's now just leading the charge for like helping the homeless people.
Mm-hmm. Do you know
taking a little character work from her past iterations of being like a person who runs a homeless shelter?
Did Happy age?
No, yes he did. He wasn't snapped. That's
Okay.
where the beard came from.
Yeah, the beard came from like
the blip beard.
The blip beard.
The blip. No one blipped. We saw it. They agonizingly slowly dusted.
Well, Peter
the dusting
did. Peter did. Everyone else just kind of like, oh.
That's kind of true. Bucky was like, Steve. But it wasn't like instant transmission.
Right.
It was like But
everyone blipped back. It seemed they were like,
did they blip back or did they kind of like back?
I couldn't tell. It was like such a short like span of time, like to show that. Like,
also, what if you reconstituted where someone was physically standing?
I don't think about that. I let Nightcrawler think about that.
Okay, those we don't mess with that.
I don't touch that.
That makes sense.
It's not my salad.
Nice down salad toss. Anyway, Europe.
Europe.
We're on the Peter's God like his just goal in life.
Yes.
Just to spend some time with this pretty girl.
Listen, I know from personal experience what it's like to go on a trip.
Yes.
But your sole focus is this one girl.
I just gotta sit next to her.
Like literally just takes everything away from the experience. And it sucks.
This is why I have the spider powers for this moment. Yeah, and he didn't. Good funny work. I like the yolks.
And then top it off with the glasses that Tony like passed
shout out. Yeah, were bestowed upon him by Nick Fury after Peter was, I don't want to say kidnapped, but
he was coerced
into going with Nick Fury. So he meets Quentin Beck. Nick Fury's making jokey jokes now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he definitely didn't call Captain Marvel. He didn't have a number like that.
Couldn't.
Yeah, and he gets given the Tony Stark's old AI glasses.
Yeah.
With his AI Edith in him, which was really cool.
I didn't even make that connection until they showed the flashbacks.
Glasses.
He did, so I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
Mad deep cuts though.
Yeah.
And that really. Speaking of Quentin Beck stuff, I'm sorry. I'm hopping around like hopscotch. The dude from Iron Man 1 is actually the dude who was getting like ripped asunder by Obadiah Stane. Yeah, you remember they showed the flashback of him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No, that's the actual actor.
Wow.
And they really brought him back to do this.
Holy shit!
It's dope.
What about Jake Gyllenhaal's character? Like, did they really like?
No, he was not. They did not hire Jake Gyllenhaal back in 2016. Just stand in the back. No, that's it. Thank you, Jake. Have a great one, Gaddy. Have a blessed day. Get up out of here.
Because Gabe was talking about wanting to rewatch those old particular films to see if Jake was actually there.
If that, they no way. They don't have that. I know they have great foresight. They don't have that great foresight.
I mean, like, I like to see someone actually post a video about that.
No
like,
way. No way. I'm calling
get
it.
that bootleg, like, Iron Man, like, playing, let's see it. Or no, what was it, like, it was Iron Man, was it Civil War?
That was Civil War.
Civil War, wow.
It was Civil War.
Okay. I mean, that's too not far off, so maybe they may have had some foresight.
That's what... that's too crazy. We would have heard something way back when.
It is crazy, though, how they were able to connect Mysterio's, like, ambitions with Tony.
Yeah. And
That way.
like, they really connect them, which is always what I love about Spider-Man characters. They're always very grounded reasons as to why they're doing what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. Why does MCU love to kill its good villains? And this movie is no exception. Why do they...
Well, and even, like, after the fact, like, he proved to be really bothersome for Peter, so...
Yeah.
Aside from Vulture, who's super cool about keeping secrets...
Nah, Beck don't care. Beck don't give a hoot. Great. Wow.
And I kind of like that about his character because, like, the whole origin story was that, like, he said... Tony said to him before firing was that he was unstable.
Because he's dramatic, because he's petty.
And he wants that cape done.
God, Janice, the cape.
The cape, yes, I want the cape.
Yes, I need that cape. Wow, crazy.
I love the setup to like revealing how he is at that bar.
Mm-hmm. That was a great reveal. I thought the people were fake too. To be honest, I thought all the people were like fake and like going to be unveiled, but no. Also, Peter, so trusting. Such a sweet, trusting young boy.
I was questioning that too. Like, why wasn't anyone like reacting to the weird suit getup that Quinn had?
Oh, we've seen Thor.
I guess so, but it's like
we've seen Vision.
I mean, yeah, I guess
we've seen all 57 Iron Mans.
Yeah, you're right.
Costumes.
So the moment like Peter assumes that Quinn's much more better capable than he is, and to be granted, as like a 16-year-old kid who just wants to like live his life, this might be the better option because he's much more devoted.
Right, he seems like he's he's seasoned. He's been doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. But also, I liked Jake Gyllenhaal's acting because throughout, because I always felt like, even though I knew in my head, you know what I'm saying, like I thought like maybe they're really gonna actually try to make Mysterio like a hero type. I always felt like his character Quentin Beck when he was in those like hero scenes, like trying to be a good person. It felt like someone who was trying to act like a hero, like it was someone who had like was pretending like the whole like not because he was bad or because Jake Gyllenhaal's not a bad actor, but he felt like he was playing like he said too many of the right things. He always said the right thing,
right?
And I was like, no. We met Tony, who's like a legend. He said the wrong thing mad times.
Several times.
And Cap.
And I think, oh man, like I think that's a lot of like all of the Marvel characters too. Is that they all like have the same like ambition, but like obviously like, their personalities kind of give them like different like outcomes to things. Mm-hmm. And you see them in different lights, but they seem relatable as a result.
Yes.
Whereas Quentin comes off as like, oh, perfect uncle right there. Perfect.
Yeah, that's why I felt off because like it's too perfect. He's acting too perfect. Like he's saying the right things always.
Like he just slips into Peter's life, just like
okay,
yeah,
how you doing, bud? Yeah, and like when he goes to talk to Peter and he says perfect words, which apparently are being fed to by a great screenwriter. Yeah, he just thinking these lines on the spot. Shout out to that guy.
Yo, like,
that man's great. He's in the wrong profession. He could really make it. Back to the film.
Yeah, back to the film.
Back to Spider-Man.
So, Mysterio's got like a whole team.
A whole gang. You know what I'm saying?
And
a whole crew.
That's so
which is
cool.
necessary. It makes sense. You need the whole crew
Because of like the extent of these illusions, the drones and everything like that. It makes you think, especially like if the wrong person was trying to fight Mysterio, they'd lose.
Yeah, it takes a certain. I think Spider-Man's the only person who could fight, because the only person who has extra sensory abilities.
Yeah.
That could actually pick up, or Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange could handle it.
Yeah, he could handle it.
He would have gone.
He do the circle thing.
Hit him with one of these, and bada boom, bada bang. Quentin Beck is out of here. He was really cool.
I was thinking like, Cap, now you get shot.
No, he gets shot easy. He'll throw the shield and he'll hit an elderly women.
Sorry, that reminded me of that bit.
Golly. Shout out to Happy for doing his best.
He tried. He gets an A+ in effort.
And he really set it up. He really wound up like, ah! That can't do that so easy. I was so funny. It was so stupid. Oh, man. But yeah, that scene when Peter's caught in the illusion. Just
First time?
Gambit, that was
wild.
That was nuts. My man was off the acid. Like crazy.
It's like, you think, well, I mean, like, it's just, honestly, you're just in for the ride. It's like you're sitting down strapped to, like, one of those, like theme park rides, just going through a loop.
Yeah, just like, shit.
That itself can be a ride.
Yeah, and it was so intimidating. Like, it was so scary. Like, it was.
Yeah, like.
And, like, I like how Peter was after that moment was, like, kind of freaked out, couldn't trust anything.
Yeah.
Anymore.
I like the fact that, like, you hear him screaming, like, and he's still, like, in character. So he's screaming like a very young, like, 16-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And it's like you feel for him, like, in that situation because, like, he's throwing, like, words that, like, really hurt him, like maybe you weren't, like, up to task, like, for Tony or something like that.
Yeah, brought the grave, and it was just... Was it silent? I remember it being, like, silent when, like, the gravestone came up.
It was dead silent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like...
And then... I'm like, no!
Oh, wait, but it is true, because Peter was this close to getting the glove off.
I guess he was, yeah. But it wasn't his fault, I mean...
That's different other Peter.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
If Quill didn't goof up, then... I remember what it was.
So, yeah, I mean, like, it wasn't, like, Peter's fault.
But I can understand how Peter would feel guilty about that.
Right.
I know he does.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a teenager, dude. And I love how they kind of... this movie reminds me of that, like, all the time.
Yeah.
From him messing up, like, with the strike.
Yeah, the accidental drone strike.
Would you consider him a target? Yes, he's a target.
Actually, he has a really bad thing of, like, talking in, like, earpiece of the people.
It's terrible.
Oh, horrible decorum.
It's horrible. It's like...
Also, really goose up with MJ.
Yeah, he does.
He did. And that's also that's why the beautiful thing I like of, like, how there's consequences. He constantly is, like, battling, like, I just want to be on vacation. I just want to be a kid. And Nick Fury will not, or Talos won't let him.
Yeah.
Cool reveal.
That was really cool. And I love the fact, like, man, this is such a shame for someone who's, like, illusionist.
Yeah. Like, oh. That's just...
Like, it looked so real.
It did. I was and that's also one of my gripes, because I was wondering, like, why would they make Nick Fury this, like, funny dude? Like, because he hasn't been a funny dude. The only time he was funny Captain Marvel. Every other time he's been super serious.
Right.
And, like, wow, Captain Marvel changed him. No, it was just Talos, who last time he saw him was 1992 when he was funny. So he went the whole funny angle.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great.
I miss seeing that duo too.
Yeah, that was super fun. Oh. Also, they don't age apparently. Good
yeah, they look so clean. Like,
oh, you look fresh off the Captain Marvel set. Mm-hmm. But you probably were.
Probably were
just on the set, like, hey, yo, we need to credits.
Like, oh, all right.
Come on now.
And then this is going kind of like in the super end spoiler stuff, but
yeah, we're getting real deep spoilers after.
Where it shows like Nick just like chilling out
in space. There's a bunch of scrolls.
Yeah, like he's almost commandeering the entire ship. Where it's like, can't find my shoes.
Yeah. crazy implications. I don't know what that's gonna turn into. Probably for the sequel to Captain Marvel, maybe.
That's its character development right there. From Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm. That's dope. He turned to a super serious super spy. Carries a gun on him at all times, and I don't joke with nobody but her. She cool. Mm. You, Steve, you whack. Tony, whack. Natasha, whack. Maria, whack. Bruce, whack. Thor, super whack. I've said 5 words to you this whole series, whole franchise.
That's a good page.
Still, that check's fat.
Yo, that endgame check was fat.
That check was nasty. Oof.
I wonder how much he was paid for this one versus Endgame. At the end of the day,
I hope more.
I hope so because he's
doing a little more legwork.
Right.
This one.
That was great though.
What else is there? So much more to talk about.
I wanted to say, like, I've been talking a lot about CGI, but well, first of all, I guess the 2 scenes of him actually being part of like the illusion, him going inside of the illusion, and then the final one, which was wild.
Yeah, when they're on the bridge.
Yeah, so it was a narrow pathway.
Yeah.
And Spidey, in order to fight like these cloaked drones, had to close his eyes and just rely on the Peter tingle. Just
Jesus.
Like the camera work.
That was
drew me for a loop.
I was in awe as he just like whips and like we see the illusion break little by little.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I'm also kind of confused though. When did Mysterio have time to record that message?
Probably when Peter was dealing with all that other stuff. I think, or
because when did he have time?
Because he was like laying down at that point.
Yeah, so. He was shot laying down. Peter does the hallway thing and then walks over to him.
Well, I think it's because like you see like Peter like do damage to like last couple few like drones. We don't see it because like the camera's like pointing towards him facing you, and then the hallway at the end.
Yeah.
And so maybe from there, he had the time to generate that type of message, which was absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm. Like, so shout out to the Peter Tingle for saving Peter's dome piece.
Well, yeah, I was also thinking like something might not be right because it's just like, well,
we're gonna let him die. Like I thought he would turn like when he was on the floor dying. I thought he turned himself into Tony when he was dying.
Oh really?
And
I'd be like, that's nasty, but I like how they did it this time.
I like how they did it. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool, really cool. But no,
that's clutch though.
So clutch. The action, the action in this movie was phenomenal. It was super, super cool, dude. Like I love the fight choreography. Like when he was fighting with the fire monster in Prague. I want to say in his last fight was fighting all the drones. The water, he was on fire, scooped right over the wall. Took himself out, put himself out.
And they kind of like display like how much he kind of thinks in advance, just like him like using all the weapon to his advantage and take care of all the. Oh, I was like, whoa.
With no AI, I love Peter is super intelligent in this one. I love it, but so awkward.
He's so a teenager, yeah.
Such a teenager. What am I going to talk about? So when Peter runs out of webs, there's that one broken drone that's just going poof, poof, and then he's got to dispatch him.
It's like
MacGyver's his way, and like the imagery of him walking out with the shield plate and the little metal thing was vaguely reminiscent of Cap when he had
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
First time, yeah, I noticed that, and I was like, "Is this on purpose? Like, are you doing it?
Are y'all doing a goof? Are you doing a goof on me? Y'all doing a goof on me? I think it, and so that's what I got. So I really thought that was cool. Also shows how smart he is, man. He took him out and then bounced
and shot himself. What?
No webs and just made it in there. Shout out. So good.
It was one of those moments where it was again one where it was like if you're powerless with a suit, you don't deserve it type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I really felt too. When it was during the Venice scene when we find the water monster, that's what I really felt. Yeah, that was so good. It was so well done, so well choreographed.
That reminds me, that's gonna be my new pickup line. Like, I can help. I'm super strong and super sticky.
Don't use that. Don't use that part as pickup line.
Quentin didn't even question it.
Nope. We're moving on. We're moving through it. Gross.
At what point did you anticipate that like Quentin was going to turn?
When did I? It was during the last fight.
Oh yeah, the fire monster.
Yes,
that's
the
what I
fire
thought.
monster fight. That felt. Oh, when he webbed and Peter grabbed on something by accident.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it was on the Ferris wheel. He went to go web the Ferris wheel and like he accidentally hit something.
That's
and
right.
Then
Yeah.
He pulled and it's like, what was that? And so that's when.
That's when MJ finds it.
Found it. Yeah.
Okay. That's definitely a sure sign there. I started noticing that when Quinn was totally fine. Like from that whole
yeah,
fight.
when he went in, it's like, oh, this is it.
And he's like,
saw it.
have a drink.
Yeah, give me something to drink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I think that was kind of like set up to be so people would be like, wait, you don't just do that. Like,
yeah, you don't make that big call of like, I should have done this. That's what I should have done last time. And then go in and you're okay. Nah. See, when then it's like, Nick Fury. That's also why I'm glad it wasn't the real Nick Fury. It was just an impersonator. Because Nick Fury would have been on that like white on rice. Like, oh, that's suspect. That was good.
Talk about the side plot of the Netherlands being just a very friendly country.
Super happy, super cool. I never knew that was a stereotype.
Like,
apparently better than Canada.
Like, what is?
That's super cool. Shout out to the Netherlands. Rest in peace, that beautiful tulip field.
Oh yeah.
Oh, happy. You saw how beautiful it was. You knew that. Oh, that's gorgeous. You're gonna land a whole plane on it.
But I had to say, like,
big move, bro.
I thought it was also super sweet though, to contrast like the destruction of those tulips, was the fact that like Happy and Peter are just like this.
Where it needs it to be.
Yeah. Whereas the first movie, it's like, yeah.
Oh, Happy. It was like, oh, well, he's like, his mom, his aunt. Like, kind of. You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, I get you, Happy, but it's like, that was weird.
I like how for him it's like love, like it's deep, romantic, long game. He's like,
it was just a thing.
Yeah, summer thing.
And they kept talking while Peter left the room. Like, I gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go. I love the little sit down they had. That little fun narration, that like deep, like pensive, thoughtful narration, and it's those talking to them about their relationship.
Are you guys in a relationship? Yes. No.
It's a lot of jokey jokes, but I actually kind of like some of the jokes in this one. I actually did like good jokes.
I will also say, just to go back to Mysterio, was the whole elaboration of like Peter disclosing his friend's information to him. Like it was like 3 layers thick. Like, well, Fury was never really ever there, so it was.
No, but he made it good. He really made it convincing.
Someone drove Peter all the way over there to like that facility, went up the stairs, made what was the other character?
Oh, Maria.
Maria's character just like fade away, and to falsify like a shot wound, and to do that and to pretend that Nick Fury shot him, but it was actually him disguised.
Yeah.
All for a ploy to make him falsely believe that he was safe to disclose his friends. Oh my god!
I remember when I thought the movie was over.
And then he hits him with the train.
Because that was a very hard. Because it was a big like scene in the trippy scene, right? It was that whole scene stuck in the snow globe, and all of a sudden, Quinn was just like, chop. I was like, weird. Not even barely halfway done this movie. No way, it's done, right? Like, there's no way.
Right.
I was sus. I was like, no way. They're giving Nick Fury the big dub at the end. This is the end of the flick? Wow. This is it? Nope. It was not it. Because that was not actually Nick Fury. And
that was so wild.
And he really made him walk all the way back. I was like, sorry, Pete. His bones are dust. His bones were dust. We're supposed to be dust. Pass out on the train, end up in the Netherlands. That's crazy.
But I guess that's the best place for you to be.
That was where you needed to be. Shout out to Peter.
I love how as he's like crippled, he's like walking around and he's like, man, everyone's so nice here.
Wow, that's so nice. He used the man's phone.
He proceeds to like talk on the phone.
I liked it a lot. I really liked it. Also, the moment where Peter like broke down happy, it's like, that was heartfelt.
Yeah,
I felt that. Right here. Tony's my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
The other words I can't remember. Just crying Peter. And then he made his own suit.
Yo,
Led Zeppelin playing.
right? Oh, I love Led Zeppelin.
They're happy, just like. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I love that look they gave to Peter. Like he was like, "What?" He's like, "No, it's nothing." It's like,
it hurts. It was good though. I liked how he made his own suit. I was really happy about that.
that was really
Also,
good.
another gripe I had the first one. But then we make him seem less smart because he couldn't make his own suit. This time, he actually did make his own suit.
Yeah.
Like this
No,
suit.
he lacked the technology for it.
Right, but now he has a tech. He like shows specific specifications, like lower the voltage 30%, blah 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 blah, and like make sure it's perfect. Da, da, da. Yeah.
I need that portable 3D printer.
Oh, a whole suit? Yo, only in a few minutes. Wow, that's powerful.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's so cool.
But I wonder, like, is he ever going to use the Iron Spider suit?
Again, probably. I wouldn't.
But it's so wild. He
So
doesn't need to
big.
even take off his mask anymore. Just like,
Yeah, but I didn't know that's the box it's held in. You notice in his room, it showed his regular suit, and it showed that suit. It was like,
yeah, like it's just what was it called?
like this is a bunch of nanobots. Just
Nanobots, yeah.
Like,
Just,
like super cool though.
but I get why he couldn't take it with him.
And that's heavy. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, easily like through metal detectors. Like, wait, hold on.
What is this?
What is?
What has happened? They stopped him for a banana. So you know he's not making it through customs and other than that.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was funny. That was really cool. What else did I talk about? What else did I
You
talk
don't read your suit, Peter. Heart May.
about? Shout out to Aunt May being just a supportive mom.
Yeah, she was really supportive.
Really supportive. Well, it's been probably because, the dusting and came back. Probably had a couple of new thoughts about, him being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, this is definitely the Peter in Spider-Verse that was blonde. This is his life that we're seeing.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, where he's like well liked.
His mom, his Aunt May is on board and with the superhero stuff.
It's true.
Got mad money to make a big old cave. No Deadpool.
No Deadpool.
The other one grew up with Deadpool.
But Tobey Maguire's one didn't have to go through a Deadpool yet, so
He didn't, but he probably still got divorced.
Knowing that, Peter.
Knowing that, Peter, come on.
I mean,
that's a
he's the
divorce.
one who did the. Yeah.
Wild.
I don't think Peter's gone through a phase yet, so.
Anything could happen. 3's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, speaking of potential sequels, apparently, when Sony and Marvel first came up with a deal to lend Spider-Man to Marvel, apparently he was only slated to ever appear in 6 movies.
So they're looking at like a 2 trilogies type of thing.
No, there was 3 solos and then 3 appearances in other films.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 cameos basically.
So wait, would that technically mean like his 2 cameos have been used already? All 3?
Mm-hmm. Infinity War and Endgame are 2 different movies. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they are. So I was saying like, oh, so those are the 2 cameos he's had so far.
Civil War.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm. He's already done 2 solos.
Okay, so he's got one last movie. It's
got
all
one
it's all down to
in
this.
the deal, and so Sony's trying to make their own universe. So do you think they might pull Spider-Man and take him back to Sony, pull him from the MCU?
Oh, I don't know.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't. I know because like, has the writer been consistent with this one as far as like the director or anything?
Director's the same Spider-Man director, John Waits. John Waits.
If it's done by a different person, it might end up completely different.
Well, but Feige's still there. Feige's always there,
Okay.
making sure everything's good.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, it was cool kind of seeing Venom do his own thing. It was cool to see Miles Morales take on like an animated Spider-Verse, but it's like,
Believe it. The MCU
yeah, just
was
leave
like
it.
riding on this kid. Like he's supposed to be the new, like mainstay. And they already got X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and I just feel bad if like, if this is gonna be like his last movie,
Or his
the
next
third,
one.
third one, if they have to kill him off.
That'd be a bad taste. Well, they might redo a deal. Like say, just use him whenever. Just every time he's in a movie, we get profit. That's pretty much what they've been doing.
Fair.
They just said, yo, 40, 60, we give us 40 every appearance. And that's a big, Endgame and Infinity War, that's a big 40. It's a big 40%.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so some of that would probably retroactively to any type of appearance from Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where it go.
Okay.
So they might just renegotiate.
They better.
They better.
Like,
and Sony just needs to drop whatever they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Leave it animated over there.
Mm-hmm.
Live action stuff in MCU because I don't want to. Venom was
It was
but
alright.
realistically, I don't want.
I wouldn't really want to see that.
Yeah, I don't need a universe based off the back of Venom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Connected to that as well.
apparently they're trying to make a Craven movie, a Sinister Six movie, Morbius movie, Silver Sable, and Black Cat. I don't need none of that.
I wouldn't mind Silver Sable.
Put him in Spider-Man. Put her in Spider-Man.
Okay.
Put her in Spider-Man. You understand me? Her in Spider-Man.
She made the experience in Marvel Spider-Man. I was like, can you sit on me? What?
What? Huh?
Huh? Who? No.
And he's out of there. And gone.
Just a quick glance. Just
Quick
like,
go. Just a quick look.
is she turning? No, she's still.
She's looking back. She's getting her guns out. Whoa! Shoot! Yeah, go. Anything you want to talk about? Anything else? Anything else we missed?
Oh man!
Oh,
aside
we
from like
miss-
these spoiler bits.
Oh, we missed like the after credit scene.
No, I think that's pretty much it. Like, I love the fact that like he went through 4 suits throughout this movie. The original, black suit, Infinity War suit, and his new like,
black. I don't know, the morning suit.
The morning.
The Peter suit, the Parker suit, because Fast one's called the Stark suit.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so it would be his. I was thinking about the Tingle suit.
Don't call it Tingle suit. I'm not gonna respect Peter Tingle. I'm not gonna do it. I'm so surprised he hasn't called it Spidey sense. It's disgusting.
Right?
Good God. Man.
I'm surprised that like he never really tapped into the Spidey sense like that.
He did at the end. He finally did. Mm-hmm.
But like, God, like it explains the fact of the banana bit.
Right? Yeah. I didn't know you could turn it off.
I thought the whole thing was always on. Like,
yeah, it's like a Spider-Verse makes it seem like it's just like
it's like a
yeah. I like I'm not gonna talk about Spider. Again, I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna keep talking about it. Ned killing it. You know what I'm saying? Falling in love, being a relationship man. Shout out to him.
The relationship guru.
Yo, he's just being mad adult. You know what I'm saying? They're just getting mad domestic real quick. It's cute. Him and Betty, and then breaking it off.
Just like that.
Just like that. Huh. What an 8-hour flight could do, huh? What an 8-hour flight could do.
Didn't he mention he was gonna? He's still the guy in the chair.
Still the guy in the chair. No matter what happens, even if the relationship may take him away, always the guy in the chair.
Always the guy in the chair.
It's so sweet. Oh, and the corny kiss at the end with MJ and Peter. She kisses bloody lips.
Yeah, I was like, is that? Do you taste something?
Is it a little different because of the spider thing?
If Peter were to donate his blood,
yes,
just as like a charitable thing, without even thinking about like the fact that he has like spider blood,
they will probably come up like, "Yo, it's a little different, pal. You good there? Yeah. It's looking bad. I don't think we can take this, pal. It's looking bad funny. Probably won't be giving it out. But yeah, she kisses bloody lips.
That was weird.
His bum ankle.
Bum ankle. Yeah, he was. Dude,
he's mad limping on the way over. Like, hey.
He spent too much of a time just limping throughout the movie.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was limping for Netherlands. And that happens when you get hit by a train. That makes sense.
Yeah, as long as you can swing, it's fine.
As long as you can swing.
I'm surprised that he actually ran out of like web cartridge. Like,
I'm glad. I love that. It's like, now you gotta figure something. Now you gotta get creative.
Yeah, it's like, but it's like, you're so smart to make your own suit.
He didn't pack a refill. He didn't get another clip. You know what I'm saying? Didn't bring extra magazines.
Okay.
He thought he could be Deadpool. Count him out 12.
It's a lot of webbing. I know this, but it's like, man.
He did it. He made it work though.
He made it work.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
Anything else to talk about mid-film?
Mid-film? No, I think I'm good. It was great.
Yeah.
Well, commencing strike. I'm sorry, what now?
I'm sorry, what now? Oh, that was also super cool. When he stopped the drone, he like, hey guys, check over there.
Yeah, that was nice, cool. Like slow
back
motion.
down. How quick was that, you think?
That was like that quick.
Yeah, that quick.
That quick.
That was great. Like, I'm back down.
Oh man.
Wow.
You forget sometimes like he can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's super fast and super strong and sticky.
Yeah.
And sticky.
Also, another thing, he's willing to, not pack a suit, but he still has a web cartilage.
Because that's just like for convenience. You know what I'm saying? Like when you live a certain, like, yo, if I could just close the door for just like, come on, I'm doing it. Oh, my food. I sat down my food, but my drink's over there. Boom. Boom. Come on. You're not doing it?
I would too.
Yeah. It's great. Mm-hmm. And they're not organic, so that's even better.
I think that's it.
Man.
I think that's it
as well. Great film.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Really fun. It's really surprisingly fun. Really heartwarming as well.
Watch the 4D, though. Watch the 4D.
Watch out for the 4D. Surprise 4D. It's for free.
You're guaranteed to watch 4D, but depending on
the structure of their building.
Yeah, for sure. Don't worry though; it's like lower chance than a lottery. You're fine. Maybe.
What's the big one? Hits.
Okay.
But anyway, so after credit scenes come,
it opens up with
the mid credit scene.
Well, oh yeah, I guess it was mid credit scene.
Stop mid credit scene.
Right. Okay. Because wait. Which one was which?
The first one, mid credit scene, was when he was swinging through New York. He had a date with MJ.
Okay.
So he goes for the date. Oh no! After the date's at the end of the movie, he like drops her. She goes and then credits. And after that, she drops her off. Like, all right, I gotta go. He's sitting up there, news report, given from the Daily Bugle Net correspondent or whatever host, J. Jonah Jameson, played by none other than the man, the myth, the legend, J.K. Simmons. Comes back. I was always scared of who we were gonna recast to play J. Jonah, because like who could after that greatness that was J.K. Simmons?
Yeah,
who's gonna bring me that fast talking energy? Who's gonna I'm Spider-Man? Who's gonna do all that? You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad they're like, we have no one better.
There's no one who could better fit that tempo.
No one can do it. J.K., you gotta get back in here, bud. Also, he voiced the yellow Eminem.
Did he?
Yeah, voiced the yellow Eminem. And the biggest reveal.
Yo,
crazy and
Quentin's like just giving that slow salt burn.
Yeah, just really just like, oh, you thought you beat me?
Well, you did. But here's something else.
But from the grave, you know what I'm saying? I'm tossing this grenade out.
Like name drops Peter's name.
Mm-hmm.
Knows the entire identity and everything.
Yeah.
Expose that to the world. That
is crazy.
Is nuts.
Because that happens in the comics. Peter gets exposed, but only after he dies. Only time it ever happens.
Really?
Because it happens after he dies. He gets revealed Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. In comics, in Spider-Verse, that's pretty much how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. Never while he's still alive to see the consequences of that.
And good thing too. Like you see Peter, and like it doesn't even take the mask to let you see like what he's thinking. Like
yeah. Oh my! What the? Nuts. Which I think you could spin the world, like the world will definitely know the truth, you know what I'm saying? Because we saw Quentin being crazy and evil. Who, the drones. Which, oh wait.
I guess so, but also like, with like advocators like J. Jonah Jameson just like further pushing the fact that like...
Spider-Man's a villain.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they're already putting him in a dark light where like Mysterio already's done his work. He's already seen as like a hero. Maybe there's a little bit of like, hiccups here and there, but generally speaking, no one can really explain the elementals.
But Spider-Man worked with Tony Stark, like with Iron Man.
It's true.
Don't folks know? Like folks know he got the seal of approval. He an Avenger.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so I know for sure MJ will like try and help out, but the people I don't think he can convince are his classmates. Like, classmates, when they hear that, they'll be like doing the math. They're like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's funny how Spider-Man showed up at our field trip in Washington, D.C. And then also in Europe.
It was you!
Peter does always this.
You know, our aged up boy will take advantage of that.
Oh, he's greasing them palms. He's like, oh, here it is. Here's my way in. Disgusting. That dude. Trash. White ash.
Trash tier.
Trash tier. Yeah, man. Whew.
Should have stayed blipped.
He should have been blipped. Alright, next Fireman's not coming out probably till like 2021.
Sure.
2022. Easy.
That's just like mad implications on like what's to happen.
Yeah.
For it.
And so we're going to have to wait for a while to see the fallout from all that.
Like, what's going through? What does Peter do following after? Does he call like Aunt May? Does he tell her to just like leave? Preferably to have Happy take her.
Yeah, get out of here.
And what does like MJ do at that moment? Does she like run or does she like just stay with?
She just swung with him.
Yeah, just.
Also, why is he dropping her off and taking her up in the middle of like a crowded?
That's what I was wondering too. But I was also thinking like, well, he is a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, so he would at least be obligated to kind of do that here and there.
Of Queens, that was Manhattan. He don't know nothing about Manhattan.
You notice that like each time we see like Peter, like he's in a different room. His room's different. Like he's always moving.
First time was at one apartment.
Yeah.
They then turned into the homecoming apartment, and then lost the homecoming apartment because they dusted. No one lived there anymore. So new people moved in, and they had to.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, is this on purpose? Like, do they always constantly move apartments? Well, I guess that does.
If money's not that great, you might need to move.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess that kind of naturally makes sense. That sucks.
Yeah.
Which means Marvel Spider-Man's being convicted isn't such a far off thing.
No, that's just Peter's destiny. It comes with the mask.
That he's meant to stay like either in Queens or Manhattan. Like.
Never could afford a home, and that even his apartment he's getting booted out. Just he can't live. New York's is getting expensive. That's just really what it is about. The housing prices. That's what all this is about. That's all the Spider-Man stuff's about. Housing prices are insane.
Should just stay in the Avengers Tower or base.
Yo, he got a. Oh no, that's
Oh yeah, that they can rebuild. They could have done like a. Ant-Man thing, just had like a little mini one like in a package.
Oh, that'd be great. So complicated to put the pipes in, but that'd be great. Be like a mobile home. Every home's a mobile home for my man.
Oh my god, yeah.
Great stuff.
Toy cars. I'd love that.
With real engines. Real working engines.
But like they were tiny. So if you side topic, so like if you were to ignite them, they would explode, but they would like be like mini explosions.
Yeah. Not the biggest explosion.
That's not so cute.
Yeah. Oh, but that shrapnel going though.
Yeah, that's still going really fast.
Yeah, it's going in your leg.
So
it's going in your leg.
Yeah, but it might like pinch you a little bit.
It'll hurt. It'll definitely like
yeah.
Like a thorn, like
Try
tweezers.
Try explaining that to the doctor though. That's gonna be kind of weird. It's like
I got the hood of a car in my leg. Why is the metal piece like?
Why is that lodge?
Just like a piece of it? Or?
It's like it's the whole thing. Like, but you look fine. It's like real small.
Which in this universe, you know what I'm saying? They probably buy it. They're like, sure. Wild stuff happening every other week, so we're fine.
Like a big old Hello Kitty dispenser.
Just popping up.
Weird, but
a lot of things happen.
Like, but blips are weird too.
That's a big one. I don't think it's surprising anyone.
So. As far as like anticipation for the next like Spider-Man, it's hard. Like
it's high.
Like Peter's life is now like completely different now.
Completely blown up, obliterated.
He just got that life back together.
Just did. He got the lady. He got his boy in the chair. Newly single, so he's ready to go wild.
Oh, Ned's gonna get interrogated. He's gonna be the guy in the chair, but in the wrong situation. Wrong chair.
Oh no. It's about to go. Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, what's the next Spider-Man title? What's the next Spider-Man title could be?
It could be I kind of like the titles though. Like
It's gotta have home in it. It's gotta have home in it.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Homeless.
Spider-Man Homeless. That's the next one coming out.
Oh my god, I gotta ping that.
Wow, that's good. And the second post-credit scene, find out, which I've been actually
what we talking about
the whole time, of
that was Talos.
Talos and his wife are actually Nick Fury and
Maria.
And apparently the Avengers are going to space. We're building Sword. He did Shield. But now we don't need Shield anymore. Now we need a Sword.
Yeah, that was interesting. Like, I thought. Well, I mean, obviously, Avengers going to space. That's a natural thing after everything that's happened. So, I mean, Thor off-world, and then Captain Marvel. Did he give any confirmation of that, or was it just like don't
invoke her name?
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, absolutely my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
So, and then Steve's down there, Bruce is down there, or maybe with Fury.
Who knows? Fury, Hulk might be up there. Steve's on a retirement home.
Barnes, of course, he's with family. And after that,
wait, Bucky?
Wait,
you say Barnes?
Barton, like Clint.
Got it. Okay, I was like,
but Bucky can do stuff. He can do stuff up there.
Bucky's looking sad somewhere.
Bucky's
somewhere sad.
His friend's immediately old now.
Immediately old. Oh,
or like no more like his age now.
Oh, he's actually looks like his age.
Yeah. Granted, there's a little bit of super soldiers there, which should have made him age like longer, but like.
Well, yeah, that's why he only looks 70 instead of 112.
It's true. So it does work as wonders.
He's actually mobile at 120. He actually lift. He can lift the shield still.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's a heavy vibrative shield. You can give it to him. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here.
It just with so many like big like Marvel characters gone. It just like kind of wonder like what's there left, unless they bring in the new like heroes like
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, you could actually. Yeah, that'd probably be better. I was thinking like immediate like successors like aside from Rescue, it's Iron Maiden's next.
Ironheart.
I think it's Iron Maiden.
No, Iron Maiden is Morgan Stark.
Well, that's what I was saying.
She's 5, so I'm not cool.
Well, maybe in the future, sure.
Yeah, but I think you could do Riri Williams. You can do Nova. You can do any of the not Young Justice. What's it called? Young Avengers. Kamala Khan.
You're jumping to
Hulkling.
A territory that I would not know of.
Oh,
Hulkling?
Hulkling, yeah. He's a Skrull who was a big fan of the Hulk, and so he made himself look like the Hulk.
That's cool.
It is cool. Mm-hmm.
That's wow. I didn't even think about that. Like,
but he's like young version of the Hulk with hair, or Arden. What's his name? The Radical Hulk or the Totally Dope Hulk or something like that. Mm-hmm. Amadeus Cho. There you go. Amadeus Cho. He's a kid who also was a big fan of the Hulk, and so he recreated and became the Hulk without the nasty side effects, though. Kind of like She-Hulk. How She-Hulk is kind of like, I'm just big and badass. That's just how I do.
That's just how I am.
Yeah, it's just how I do. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Hulkling's a new one for me.
Hulkling's different, but you can do the whatever that Hulk's name is. But Amadeus Cho, that Hulk.
Okay.
Yeah. Where he's just like, and he's the son of Helen Cho, who we've already seen. From what I can tell, childless. But then again, you could have had a small child with her. Remember Helen Cho? Age of Ultron.
Okay.
The doctor in Korea.
There was yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you remember her? She was mind controlled by Ultron.
Yeah.
She was like, "Will Thor be there at the talking about the party?" Yes. Who like fixed up Clint?
Okay, I remember
so she exists. She could have had a child at some point. she could have. It's also been another 5 years, so you can just age that child up, or she could have already had a kid. Just was single. It's like dope single momness if you're like running this big science facility with a kid at home. That'd be sick. And then the age of for 5 years, you could do a lot of things.
Yeah,
you got options.
But somehow your kid liked Hulk more than Thor.
Yeah, come on, Thor. Come on, you just like this dude.
Yeah, but like
dude.
The mom likes Thor.
But Professor Hulk.
And you know what? After she sees Professor Hulk, it's done. It's a seal of approval.
Nah, she's still weird about it. But Amadeus, like, yo, that dude's cool.
I was just thinking, like maybe her reviews exchange. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic here.
Way off topic.
I think we're good. It was a great movie. See it if you've seen all the other movies.
You gotta.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching the review, guys.
Yeah. Watch it.
Any other thing?
Again?
Anything we didn't hit up?
Let us know in the comments below.
Of course.
Yeah. So
see it 5 times if you want.
I mean, if you want, maybe see Avengers Endgame like 5 more times.
At least I gotta see at least 1 more time.
3 more.
I really did goof.
Nah, it's okay. Hey, you should try the other. Well, actually, I think you go to the theater, but I'll bring that up after the fact. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. #bye.
Bye.